Reverend Bud Green, filling in for Joe Crummy here on KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Now, we've been talking about Bill Clinton. Who is Bill Clinton? What is Bill Clinton? My theory is he's a closet conservative. What else he does in the closet, I don't know. I mean, he's probably doing a few things, but I know that in that closet, he's really Ronald Reagan in Bill Clinton's clothes. So let's take some more calls, see what you people think out there. Let's go to Larry in L.A. Larry, welcome to KFI.
Hey there.
How you doing?
Hey, well, you know what? It seems to me that all of a sudden you're aghast. People like you and me worked real hard to get rid of George Bush, and all of a sudden it's, oh my God, we've elected a politician. Well, what did you expect?
Well, I didn't vote for him, let me tell you that. But I mean, I did want to get rid of Bush, but I thought we'd get somebody who'd be better. Obviously, we've got somebody who's not even as good now.
Who could have beat him? Of course we wanted somebody who could beat him.
Anybody could have beat him. That's what turned out. I mean, when Bill Clinton had that scandal with Jennifer Flowers back in the New Hampshire primary, do you think he could have beat him?
Scandal, that Republican-sponsored Donahue scandal. What are you talking scandal here?
Well, I mean, it was a scandal. The whole thing is that...
You're convicting the man on your radio show?
I am. And he's a politician. That's what you're saying, right, Larry?
Well, he's a
That's a bad thing to be. He's a politician, and when a politician to me means he's a liar, he's a cheat, he'll do anything to get elected. That's the only thing George Bush ever said that was the truth. He said, my opponent, Bill Clinton, will do anything to get elected. And that's what he did. He said anything, he lied any way he could to get elected. That's exactly what Bill Clinton did.
Well, perhaps perhaps Bush said that because he was talking about himself. I think
he was, but I mean, he was also talking about Bill Clinton. And let me tell you something, at least... Like I said, at least Bush waited 2 years to break his no new taxes pledge. Bill Clinton has broken every pledge he made during the election before he's even inaugurated. Even Jay Leno's making jokes about it now. Give me a break. I mean, he's already the butt of jokes. He's not even the president yet.
Bill Clinton is fighting right now against a popular war. You know, this war, for all of its faults, was a popular war. I don't know why. I don't know why, but people seem to like it.
You know why? Because we won. When I was out there in the anti-war rallies...
Tell me what we won.
Okay, let me tell you something. At the anti-war rallies, remember when it first started back 2 years ago, there were a lot of anti-war sentiment.
Do I remember? Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Now, the thing is, that anti-war sentiment, as it became apparent that we were winning very easily, totally died down. We had about 5,000 people at the Federal Building in L.A. before the war. A couple months into the war, they couldn't even get 50 people. So that shows you, it doesn't matter. Even though all wars are unjust, if you win the war, it's a good war. If you lose the war, it's not.
We won nothing but a bill, and I think even Bill knows that.
Well, he may. The thing I got about Clinton, let me tell you something. I've got so many people telling me, well, he's only saying that because he can't say anything else until he becomes president. But he's already gone back on every promise he made. What do you expect? You think he's going to go back and now change everything again? He's not going to do that. He's already gone back so that when he gets in the presidency, people will know what to expect.
Well, wait,
let me tell you something. Bill Clinton, let me tell you something.
Would you rather have him wait until after Inauguration Day?
Well, he could. I mean, that's what everybody else does. He might as well follow the precedent set by Bush and Reagan. But the thing is, you know his theme song, that weak Fleetwood Mac tune? I mean, that alone he should be, you know, the whole thing is he shouldn't have been elected. To bring back Fleetwood Mac, that alone upsets me. The whole thing is that's not his theme song. Let me tell you what his theme song is. A killer tune by The Who. Remember that tune? Won't Get Fooled Again, because here's Bill Clinton. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. That's Bill Clinton.
Right. Of all the crap, that Reagan and Bush have sprang on him in the last few days, who knows what they were hiding in the closet? All of a sudden, oh, you won. Well, surprise. By the way, this comes with the job.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. You're right. I mean, he won, but the thing is, Reagan and Bush actually won because their policies are going to be continued. Thanks for the call, Larry. Thanks for calling KFI. Now, let's go to George in Glendale. He's got a good comment here to make. George in Glendale, you're on KFI.
How are you, Reverend?
How you doing there?
Okay, fine. I'm from Haiti. And so far, everyone is talking about the poor people, and they're not saying anything positive about Haiti.
I know. They're trying to make like the people who are coming from Haiti are going to be drains on our society. Let me tell you something. They're escaping Haiti because it's the worst repressive government in this whole area. I mean, Cuba is better than Haiti. Will you agree with that?
Oh, no question about it. But I think America is responsible for the problem of Haiti.
They are. I mean, Papa Doc.
We've been struggle since 1903.
Yeah. Didn't they invade Haiti one time and put up
back in 1915 to 1920.
Yeah.
Yes.
They controlled Haiti, and then the whole Papa Doc, that whole clan.
Right, but
we put him in power. Our country put him in power. I didn't put him in power, but the government put him in power.
Right, but we represent the government here.
Yeah. So I agree with you. America is fully responsible. We're washing our hands of the whole situation. We're saying, let's go to the OAS. Maybe we'll get Aristide back in power. Maybe we won't. Well, if he wants to say that people have to stay there, then we should send in the Marines. That's the only place I say we should send in the Marines.
I don't have any problem with that. But why can America put that Aristide back into power to allow Haiti to get a better chance to become a better country?
That's it. You know, one thing about Aristide people don't know, he's a radical like me. I think having him as president would be like having Reverend Bun Green as president, and I think that's one of the main problems. That's why they don't want him in power. Nobody's speaking that truth. He is a radical.
We have to take a chance, same like we're taking a chance with Clinton.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, he's for the liberation theology, which, for people who don't know, liberation theology is a form of Christianity now, which believes that God mandates revolution. When things are evil, when things are corrupt, it's our duty to revolt against the government. I think that's one of the main reasons that they overthrew him, and that's one of the main reasons that they're afraid to put him back in power. They give the guy lip service, but they haven't done anything since he's been overthrown to help him get back in power.
So now who's going to make Haiti a better place?
Obviously, no one's going to make Haiti a better place. It's going to continue as it is, and it's even going to get worse. And, you know, like I said, maybe they'll send in the Marines, but I doubt it. That's number 4 on the list.
But America can take him out, and then now why can't we put someone there that can make the country a better place?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean,
I think that's the biggest hypocrisy.
Yeah, we're worried about Saddam Hussein. Let's worry about the situation only 90 miles off our shore. Let's not worry about a country thousands of miles away. Let's worry about what's going on right in our Western Hemisphere.
Or in our backyard.
Exactly right.
Social problem and all.
Yep. Hey, George, I want to thank you for calling KFI. You had some good comments there.
All right.
And we're going to have a traffic break in a few minutes here, but let's take another call. Let's see who's on the line here. We've got Chief Eagle Eye in Woodland Hills. I know Chief Eagle Eye. I'll put him on the line. Chief, welcome to KFI.
How you doing, Chief? How you doing, Rev?
Okay, how you doing there?
I've got the historic legacy of the 80s and the tragic Reagan-Bush presidencies here.
Yeah, now I know for a fact you are for canceling the national debt. Explain to our listeners out here how you want to do that.
Well, the way we do that is we cancel the entire national debt, and what we do is we implement a one-time asset tax on the rich and super rich individuals and companies, foreign and domestic, who have profited off our market for the last 25 years.
It's not a bad idea, Chief. It actually makes almost too much sense to be. I don't think you'll ever get through the Washington powers, but it's a very good idea.
Well, that's the only way we'll have an economic recovery and justice for the American people. Otherwise, what they're going to do is continue to let American people suffer this declining depression that we're in for the last 25 years.
Now, the whole thing with the debt, I mean, is that a total false type of thing? I mean, did you ever hear about the national debt in the 60s? Did anybody ever talk about it back then when we had the war on poverty? No. The whole thing was, let's make people, let's bring them up, let's take the poor and bring them up to a higher level, let's make people middle class. Now in the 80s and 90s, oh, we can't do anything for the poor because the national debt's too high. Well, the whole thing is, that's why there's such a national debt, because there's so many poor people that not anybody can work, and we don't get any tax money because of that.
Well, plus, the national debt was really created to destroy democracy in America. That's part of the whole plan of destabilizing and destroying democracy. They started with the Kennedy assassination. They destroyed the poverty program with the Vietnam War policy, the greatest.
Yeah, guns or butter, exactly true.
Right. And so what we have to do is we have to get millions of American people and young people out on the street demanding the cancellation of the national debt, demanding their country back, and demanding a rebirth of American democracy.
Very true.
And Bill Clinton, being the politician he is, will be able to move that to that position.
Well, I doubt if he will, but let's see.